Hey guys, it's DJ again from Sessions Music here to bring you another songwriting tip. This week I want to bring you my next step when it comes to writing a song in my own personal process, and that is metaphors. A lot of you are going to say right now that a lot of songs in today's top 40 music don't use metaphors. There's still a few of them, but you're right. It's not exactly the thing that I feel like a lot of songs that we hear on the radio today are very upfront about the emotion behind the song or upfront about what's trying to be said. There's not a lot of deep thought to a lot of songs these days. And the point behind this, one, I come from a background where I used to be in a rock band. I used to be a very singer-songwriter type artist. And so I was very into writing songs that had a much deeper meaning, songs that required the listeners to listen a number of times to really understand what I was trying to say. And there's a place for that. I have nothing against that. But the reason why I am mainly telling you to use use metaphors is because if you're a starting songwriter, before you can get to a point where you are able to just openly share emotions and just say things in a say whatever you're trying to say in a very precise and catchy way that can just be a one-line hook, you have to be able to take what you're trying to express and find all the ways that you can express it. And so this using metaphors is really just a bridge. It's going to open the doors to all the different ways that you can songwrite. So what I'd like you to do as far as using metaphors go, because now you're like, okay, I get it. You've been ranting enough about using metaphors. What do I do? So last week, if you remember, I talked about something called the songwriting tree. What I had you do is I took all these ideas, these different things that you could use as song topics, and I had you branch them out. What I would like you to do today is create a new list. And these two lists are going to go hand in hand at some point, and I'll explain that in a second. But I just want you to create this second list, and this list is going to be a list of just solid nouns. This is like Katy Perry's Firework, or David Guetta featuring Sia's Titanium. I just want you to find solid nouns. Whether you like them or not, it doesn't matter. I've had a student before who had a list of things where it was like anchor, ship, truck, punching bag, whatever. Just nouns that are solid. You know, like I don't want you to just use a noun where it's like, chair. I mean, you could use it, maybe, who knows. And you'll understand why it's important to have a solid noun in a second. But basically what I want you to do is have this list of nouns that you can use. And these nouns are going to help you write a song about a topic that was in that songwriting tree list that you made last week. So what I want you to do here is I want you to, once you've created that list of metaphors, make like 10 or 20 of them. Don't go too crazy. Of these nouns. Sorry, not of metaphors, but of nouns. And you're going to use these nouns as metaphors to describe topics that were in your songwriting tree from last week. So let me, for example, put it like this. If I said, maybe last week I had in my songwriting tree something where it was like a love song or a breakup song. Maybe it was about a breakup song. And, we'll use the example that my one student had that one time, punching bag, right? Say the noun is punching bag, and I was to connect it to a love song, a breakup song. This is going to allow me to really pinpoint, because the thing is, you can have this topic of a breakup song, but still, if you've got this breakup song, what could that be? There are a billion things that you could write about. So having these solid nouns and metaphors is going to help you single out an idea. So if I say, how do I use the term punching bag to describe a breakup song, or just to describe a breakup in general? And what I would say maybe, and maybe it's different for you, but for me, I would say something where it's like, oh, I feel like a punching bag every time I see you with someone else, or every time I see you glance at me but not acknowledge that I'm there. Like it feels like punches. I feel like I'm just taking hit after hit. So you see how it's like now I've got it's still a breakup song, and I'm still going to be able to write a breakup song, but now I've got a very specific idea as to where I can go with my song. And not only that, I have a noun that will hopefully be involved in the hook or the catchphrase of that song. It'll probably end up being, most of the time it ends up being the title. And that's why you have songs, like I said, like Titanium or Firework. And just like just like what I'm talking about now, those songs are metaphors as well, right? They're not writing a song about titanium. The song Titanium is about how you're like titanium and how you can take bullets and how you can take shots and you can go through all this pain and withstand it, right? Firework is a song. Firework is a metaphor, right? About who you are. You're a colorful person. You are a person with a lot to show. Be loud and proud about it. Don't hide it, you know. So these songs use metaphors to get this point across. And not only that, the thing with songs that are more forward, sometimes they might not be relatable. So using something like a metaphor allows everyone to relate because the metaphor isn't so hyper specific to you. So I hope that made sense, guys. I know metaphors can be kind of confusing, but it's important and it's going to allow you to open up the doors to more songwriting possibilities in the future. So use metaphors, create that list of nouns, and connect those nouns to specific ideas that you had from last week's songwriting tree, and hopefully that will help you continue moving forward in the songwriting process. I will get to you guys next week with another songwriting tip, and I will see you later this week with our session's usual episode. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.